Welcome back to Any Given Monday. Mark, how are you, sir? How's it going over there? We had a little technical difficulties. We've been staring at each other for the last 20 minutes, plugging wires into computers, in and out of rooms. Here we are.
Well, there are worse people to stare at, Ryan French.
New specs,
Yeah,
a little bit of tan.
matches the hair.
Yeah.
Looking sharp. Is this what prompted the new glasses? Was
I mean, I was just up for
prescription
new
issue,
glasses.
just style?
Yeah, just no style. I'm very a simple person, so need new prescription. Got to get new lenses or new frames. Takes me 5 minutes. Don't really care.
How do they work on the golf course?
About to find out. I have a horrible headache. Just got them this morning, so could be a dicey first day. And the tournament, the BS Open, my favorite tournament of the year because it's still fun. In the City Open, I have zero fun. This is fun. It's a one man, 2-ball best ball. No, it's really confusing. It's a 1-man, 2-ball scramble. You play 2 of your own balls and shoot your best scramble score. Mark, let's start with.
Imagine if there was a 2-ball worst scramble.
Oh, it'd be so good. We've talked about it, but there's just not enough good golfers to not be out there.
That would be the point.
Yeah.
Who can break 100?
That's what I'm saying.
You'd be out there all day.
All day. It would be so fun, though. We have talked about making it just 9 holes so you don't go fully insane, right? Like,
yeah,
you just play 9 holes and just see what you can shoot.
That would be great.
Really fun.
And especially if you have to hold both putts. Like if you want to truly play a worst ball scramble, you have to be very hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And it's not make it, take it. You know, you have to if like you hold a 150-yard wedge, you have to hold the next one for it to count.
And like 3-footers, like you got a 3-footer, like, oh, nice putt, dude. Yeah, make it again, brother, to win the hole. Sure. Yeah, great.
Yeah. But second 6-footer is nervy.
I think it was Lee Westwood, or maybe Brendan Grace. It was a live player for sure. Posted a match they have reverse mulligans. You can call 3 on your partner. Like, guy sticks a 5-iron on a par 3 to 2 feet, and you're playing skins. You go, hey, nice shot, dude. Hit it again.
Do it again.
Yeah. Both would be fun. So yeah, today's the first round with new glasses, new prescription. So it could be dicey. I'm caddying on the LPGA, so that's my plan next week. Christina Kim will be her second start of the season. Christina is always good for content, good human being. I'm looking forward to it. Also going to do some extra content around the LPGA.
How many times have you caddied for her?
I was trying to think. 3?
3?
I think 3. I think are you 3 leading up to this.
What's your track record in cuts made?
I mean, Christina has made 1 cut in 4 years. So
what was it with you? That's the important question.
That's a great question. No, I did not. No. She has 1 T77 finish. I mean, I think that will be my most interesting take from it is where Christina is at in life. She's 42. That's 62 and LPGA years. I know she still loves the game. And when she's on, she's very much on. And it's, what does life look like? The opportunities for female pros are not the same. She does some announcing. And so I assume that's where she's going to fill her time. But it's like, what do you do? Teaching opportunities aren't as prevalent and all of those kind of things. No senior tour to look forward to. There's a few events, but like nothing that you could make a career of. So Christina's the straightest of straight shooters. And so it's always interesting to just see where she's at. And, I always think is like, oh, is she even going to play? And in a very typical LPGA scheduling, this is on the East Coast. The U.S. Open is next week on the West Coast, so there's no one playing, and so she got in and she's playing. So, here's to us shocking the world and winning.
That would be
she
amazing.
won't have to do it. Yeah.
And then you have to go with her for the rest of the year. You have
to
cross the country to the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
And you have to carry the staff bag around golf's hardest test.
Yeah. So I look forward to that, and I look forward to talking with a lot of LPGA pros who have messaged me since I wrote the article. Mark,
how does, just really quick, how does someone like Christina or a longtime journeyman female LPGA player, how do they support themselves? I mean, I know she does a little announcing. She had a pretty good career, but that was quite a while ago. And I mean, there can't be that much money left from what she made in her career.
It's a great question. I mean, announcing is her thing. And I assume you'd made some investments and hopefully they're paying off, but I don't think that I just got a message from I don't want to give it away because it's kind of inside, but a grinder along the lines of Christina was talking about joining a course, and they had a pro rate, and the initiation fee was had gone up significantly since she had wanted to join, and she's like, I can't afford it, and she's had a good career, but she's like, I can't afford, $40,000. Just can't. It's just not feasible. And so, I know Christine has a good setup I'd shout out the course at Let's Bush. She plays there. And so I know she plays money games. She plays money games with Brandon. I mean, but again, it's not anything big enough to support herself. I'm sure it's $100 or something. So for her, it's announcing. And hopefully, all of that I will talk to her about. Because every year,
an OnlyFans setup where people just ask her to yell things at Ryan French.
Yeah,
angry.
She wears a GoPro and cusses me out. Yeah, it's when I put the club covers on wrong. So people have
put that club cover on slower. Put it on slower.
That sounds good. For those listening, Christina it's a long story, so I'm not going to get into why. This is too long, but she puts different club covers on different clubs, meaning you don't have the correct club cover on the correct hybrid. And so, I mean, notorious. I have to write it down in the yardage book because I don't know. I'm the 28 goes on this and this, and I 100% will have them wrong. But on one of the days, there'll be times in the fairway she'll have to take 3 hybrids out to get to the one that she actually wanted because I put in the thing on wrong.
It's funny when you're caddying for someone too, and you experienced this when you first caddied for her, and there was a video made of it. But every player has their little idiosyncrasies, and it might be the towel, it might be the way head covers go on, it might be the pocket that needs to be facing them when the bag is dropped. But there's all these little things that annoy players if you don't do, and if it's hard. Sometimes players will just come out and they'll just tell you.
Yeah.
But other times you find out the hard way.
Yeah.
And they're already annoyed.
Yeah.
And then it causes tension in the relationship while you're out on the golf course.
Yeah.
So Christina, she told you, as I remember, that something about the towel, right?
Yeah. I wetted the wrong end of the towel.
Yeah. The particular side of the towel had to be wet.
Yeah. And I mean, again, to Christina's a straight shooter. And it doesn't cause tension because I know, what the worst case scenario is I get fired on the spot, right? That's still good content. And I don't screw up on purpose. And I like Christina. She wouldn't fire me on the spot. But, I don't have to worry about my job. But it always, gives me great insight into what being a caddy is like. If I'm a caddy and I just started the job, Christina hired me, right? And you're like, oh, I got a good bag. And you're I'm going to be ready to go. I'm going to wet the towel. And you have it. And she, Christina just shoots straight. She's like, oh, you can't do that. And I want to crawl in a hole and I don't care if I get fired. If this was your job, you'd be like, holy shit. And Christina's got a lot of those things. Can't do this, can't do that. And that's fine. She's the one playing professionally, no problem. So, but man, it's great insight to being you want to you want to do everything right. Oh, it's my first day. I'm going to wet the towel. Oh, shit. I got the wrong side of the towel wet. So, yeah, it's always fun. It'll be great to see Christina catch up. She's a good human. Mark,
Well,
Ben, go ahead.
No, that was the transition. It was speaking of caddies, Ben Griffin pays his well.
Yes. The video making its way around is Ben. Golf Digest asked him a question. He said it a little weird. I think I just tweeted is like, I do this a lot in the Monday qualifying world, Mark. It's like I say a 5 for 2, but if you're new, you don't know what the hell that means. Like if you've never followed a Monday qualifier, you don't know what that means. So like, or every week I'll be asked how many spots, and I like take for granted that people know it's 4 or 2 or whatever. So Ben said he pays his caddy $3,000 base. It's pretty standard amongst top guys. And then 7 to 10%, that like a little bit high. I mean, 10% is for a win, but anyway, he paid him, like he said, he averaged out. He pays his coach a percentage, physio guy gets it's Michael Burns, by the way. He gets like good food because you want to eat clean and all this stuff. And he's like, it's $50,000 a week average. And so that's like a jarring number when you don't understand the context of it. It's based on his winnings.
He said $50,000 a week. That's the number that led pretty much all the social media posts that I saw.
Yeah.
So if you're just scrolling, you see Ben Griffin spends $50,000 a week on the PGA Tour. It's misleading.
Yeah.
Because there's a shock factor there, and your first reaction is, wow, these people are pampering themselves. You're not thinking about, oh, this guy pays a higher percentage to his caddy. He made $15 million last year. The guy gets 7 to 10% of that based on the finish, plus $3,000 a week, where as a base, and then his coach probably is making something similar per week, and his physio and all that. Yeah. And it adds up very quickly. But you're thinking $50,000 a week, this guy's jumping on a private jet and staying at, the Ritz every week.
Yeah. He's just like probably staying in a nicer Airbnb, not anything ridiculous, or, he's doing it by location. So he doesn't have to drive 30 minutes to get there. And he likes his caddy, so he takes care of him. He can afford to do it. And Will Haskett, did it percentage-wise. He's like, he paid out 10% of his winnings. Like, it's a business. You're a business. That's any business would die to be paying out 10% of your revenue in your expenses. And, Mark, and you can speak to this, is like, you have to, even and what I want to get to is just mini tour world of investing in your career on that level. It's like, you have to invest in your career because the top guys are doing what Ben Griffin is doing, right? And, someone asked, like, what does Sam Ryder do? Well, Sam Ryder has a coach, I'm sure. He has a caddy. He has all those things. His percentage is much bigger than Ben's revenue because he made $1.4 million last year. But he's competing against everybody on the PGA Tour who's doing what Ben does. So you have to invest.
Just as an aside, what chance do you think a mini tour player who's trying to cobble together $1,400 a week from various sources has against somebody like Ben Griffin, given how much more they're investing?
Your percentage is way worse. Way worse. Oh, what were your expenses? 128%.
Yeah.
My caddy actually played well. It finished 11th.
My caddy actually pays me.
Yeah. I pay. Yeah. Mike, what's your name? Mark just went to played in the Scottsdale Open. Shout out one of our friends who paid his entry fee. Yes. Mark, what did you finish?
I finished 20th, And yes, thank you to our friend Sam Wolf who covered that entry fee. But without that, I end up losing money.
And you stayed at home.
And it's one of the better mini tour purses of the year, with a cut, with a full field. And I mean, I stayed at home and used my own car to get there.
Yeah. So entry fee was $1,200. Mark made $1,400 or something, right, Mark? $1,432 or something.
I think I made a little more than that, but it wasn't that much more.
Yeah, gas, meals, practice round, it's all gone. So Mark's percentage last week, staying at home using his own car, was 107%. But Mark, what the point is like you have to invest in your career. Tom Whitney's like, an example I used on Twitter was like, he used to just get whatever seat on the airline he could get for cheap, right? But then he's like, dude, you gotta pay for an exit row if you're gonna have a long flight, or if it's relatively cheap to upgrade to first class. If my body Tom's a huge dude, Mark's tall, like that is going to save me strokes and make me money in the long run, or you hope it will, right? Like Mark used to split rooms with guys and do all that stuff, and it's like, dude, I'm not doing that anymore. I have to. So every level of golf, obviously financial, is like you have to put some investment in your career. You cannot just be like cut cost. It obviously gets bigger once you get to tour, but like you have to go to the golf course feeling good, and that costs money, right?
Yes. That's a hard thing too, when you're being frugal or you don't have much and you need to invest, you need to go see a coach for a couple of days, that, flying in that middle seat on Spirit RIP is not going to be good for your body, or, like your body hurts after a couple of weeks, you got knots under your shoulder blades, you can't quite turn the way you need to, and you have to go get a sports massage, and like, you've been losing money for a few weeks in a row and you don't have that much. Those are hard decisions to make, but ultimately, if you really want to compete, you probably have to make them, at least at some point.
Yeah, that's it. Is like whatever level you're at, there's obviously people on mini tours who come from money, who have all the things that we're talking about. But in general, a lot of guys are in the same boat. But you can go to an Airbnb and split it 4 ways and have 2 bedrooms and one guy's on the couch, and it's going to cost you $300. Is it what's best for you in the long run? At 22, that might be what's best for you. But as you learn, you don't like, even when Mark and I went to Mondays, we used to like split a room, and they were like, what are we doing, dude? Like, just, an extra $100 is like well worth it to go do it. We're in the La Quinta in, is that the RSM? When you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Who snores like that? And we're like, okay, we can get our own separate rooms. Like, we're
smashed you with a pillow various times in the night. It didn't help. One year I was out of money in Asia. I had enough money to get a flight home. I was in Taiwan. I could get a flight home, or I could pay for Korean tour qualifying. That's all I had.
Yeah.
I decided to pay for Korean tour qualifying. I
got
through.
Yeah.
And then every week was like, how am I getting to this? And I would just take what I made and roll it into the next week and just hope I made something. And one week we were at a resort that was kind of far away from a town and a restaurant. So you had to taxi it back and forth if you wanted to go to a restaurant. And the resort, I mean, it was just a kind of an abandoned ski chalet. But it had a little gift shop, and the gift shop had eggs and tuna fish in like an ice cream freezer, like canned tuna fish. That's all they had. So every single meal, I would either eat eggs, canned tuna, or eggs and tuna. And to this day, I still cannot eat canned tuna.
That is
because it was so sickening.
Was like the tuna and the eggs together like a treat? You're like, oh, I'm gonna take care of myself. I really need some protein.
It was the first day I had it.
Yeah. This is so good. Oh man. All right. That's so good. Martin McSports, a good question. Mark, you caddied in let's get to the people's
Okay,
questions.
we're getting to the questions now.
Martin McSports, generally curious what Mark was overly yapping about when he was caddying for his buddy. He said he broke the shut up rule. I know he said somewhat in jest, but do you feel like you over talked, Mark?
I love how he's included overly yapping and the shut up rule in the same question.
Yeah.
I'm getting that a lot lately on the pod, getting accused of overly yapping. You guys, you don't give these people any time for questions. You're just talking the whole time.
I tried to get to the questions early. Yeah.
Okay, so show up, keep up, shut up, tried and true rules of caddying.
Yeah.
What I was referring to in the article that I wrote, I started the piece on this hole where Michael Fierstein hits this cut, it rides the wind, and it goes in the water, which is hugging this fairway. But I thought it was okay, and I told him I thought it was okay. I looked through my blurry old rangefinder, and there was a ball where I thought that his ball had ended up. It was right kind of on the edge of the water. Turned out to be somebody else's ball in the group. But I gave Michael this hope. And you might say, oh, it's good to be optimistic as a caddy. But at least personally, if a caddy tells me my ball is okay and I get up there and it's out of bounds, I'm going to be pissed. Yeah. I might not necessarily be pissed at him or know that I shouldn't be pissed at him. I hit the shot, but that frustration has to go somewhere, and he's given me false hope. It's like if a spotter tells you your ball's okay and you get up there and it's in the water or it's out of bounds or whatever. Like, why did you tell me it was okay? Yeah. So you're just better off, not, because once you get up there and you see the ball is not okay, you have to hit the shot after that, after you've had that emotional swing, and it really can affect the shot. So when in doubt, you're better off just to not say anything. If you're not sure, hey buddy, maybe that's okay. There's a chance that's okay. But no, that ball's okay. You're fine. You're going to be able to hit the next one.
Yeah. I'm trying to pull up, my article. I wrote an article called the semi. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay. It's tips for a first time. I said, last week I got a familiar DM guy was going to caddy an LPGA event. And I said, I'm a semi-pro caddy. Here's kind of the things to do. And one of them is, Mark didn't read the article, is never say it's okay or you're screwed unless you're 100% it's okay or you're screwed. Like back to Mark's point, you don't want to be like, yeah, you're fine. Again, you just go like, if you go, oh, I'm not telling this to Mark, he knows this. I'm just saying to the people listening, just like, yeah, I think it's okay. I think I saw it bounce, but I'm not positive. That's different than, yeah, you're fine. Yeah. It's definitely in the shit.
Yeah. Or like, it's wet over there. It probably landed softly.
Yeah.
You can get out of that one, right?
Yeah. It's the same thing. Like, you don't mention like the out of bounds up the left when you're on the tee. You go, yeah, you want to keep it up the right here, right? Like, you don't go, there's out of bounds left, dude. Don't
hit this anywhere but out of bounds.
I've told this story before, but it's been a long time of caddying well before the
you see that out of bounds on the left, don't hit it there.
Yeah. Well before the account. I was caddying for Ryan Yip at the first stage of Q School. We're in the final group. Damn, I forgot the guy's name, but he's kind of a mini tour legend. So we're in the final group on the last day. And like, unless you're playing like crap, you're totally fine. It's the most relaxed you can be at Q School, though you're never relaxed. Ryan's playing fine. He ends up winning. Other guy, totally fine. The other guy, not playing well. Like a couple over. You don't know where exactly the cut line is. You start to check scores, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember if someone checked scores or whatever, but we're on 18 at Dayton Valley in Nevada, and it has water all up the left. And they look at scores, and I think he was like one inside the number. And he had gotten the best high school player from the area to caddy for him. Just didn't know him, but the kid did fine. He wasn't going to do anything, but he knew golf. Obviously, wasn't getting in the way. So it's announced that like this guy's one inside the number. He asked for it, and the caddy goes, as long as you don't hit it in the water here, you'll be totally fine. Luckily, he got through. Of course, he fired it miles right, and it was a par 5, but he did get through, or the kid may have been just absolutely beaten by the flagstick on 18. But I remember him giving him golf balls for the week because he was so pissed off. Instead of paying him, he gave him like 2 dozen golf balls and got mad. Oh,
getting back to the Scottsdale Open, I played with an amateur who he was nice enough. He played quickly. Those are 2 important factors, but he gets to a par 3, and this is our 3rd to last hole of the day. He goes, "Oh, look at that pin." He goes, "Don't hit it long, otherwise you're dead."
Thank you, sir. All right. Yeah. Go, Mark.
Okay. What is the percentage of your followers that can preach about Blades Brown's chances at the RSM this week?
Yeah, that's good. There's a lot of people who read, it's a long tweet about Blades and the position he's in. It's a good position, but kind of not a bad position. Uncomfortable position with a lot of decisions coming up. I haven't looked at scores much today, but he played well yesterday. He looks like if he plays solidly, he'll get his special temporary membership. But there's a good percentage where, like, the OGs of this account are true nerds. Like, there's some OGs that probably didn't even need to read that. Like, they got to like, oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, no problem. They might have like glanced it over to see if there's any rule changes with the less cards. But I'd say 10% didn't even read it because they already knew it. Another 40% had a good idea. Another 30 had a faint. And then like there's a lot of new followers who like special temporary membership. What the fuck is that? Like, so.
But not as many as if another account said special temporary membership.
No. No. All right, there's a Michigan one. Okay, Mark, this is a better question for you. Ludwig's tracker says IPA, Porter, Stout, Amber, or Northeast IPA.
Not a huge beer guy these days, but I mean, I'd probably choose an Amber or Northeast IPA.
Ludwig tracker. I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure I've ever had a full beer in my entire life. Like, I mean, like there's a lot of times that, in college, I didn't like to tell people I didn't drink beer so that you'd be at a party, they'd hand you a beer and like, I would drink half just to like do it, but I'd hang around. And like at a bar, I've had some, maybe I've gotten to then, I hate beer. Whiskey drinker, vodka, whatever, hard liquor, mostly bourbon or whiskey. So can't answer that. All right.
Let me tie 2 questions together.
Sure.
You only get to play one of these courses for the rest of your life. Which is it? Forest Dunes, Arcadia Bluffs, Grayling Country Club, the Loop, Sundance, Agaming, or American Dunes? And tying another question into that, what's the UP's Mount Rushmore of public courses?
Yeah, don't know anything about UP's public course. Alpena's just below the thing, just below. Alpena Golf Club will always be my favorite. Just has a lot of memories. Not River's Edge where I play now. River's Edge is like a nice, for Northern Michigan, a nice course. The answer is Forest Dunes. It's a wonderful place. I do have to tell a story about Grayling Country Club. Grayling is about an hour and a half from Alpena. I'm a senior in high school. We go to play Grayling. The number one guy is a freshman. I'm the number one guy for Alpena. We play. I shoot 38 or something. This kid who's a freshman shoots 45 or 46. Grayling Country Club, as goat farm as LA, just not. There's nothing to it. Like, it's pretty straightforward. Get done talking with the dad, and he goes, can't remember his name. He's going to Arizona State. And I go, I'm like, to swim? Or like, this is not to golf. And he's like, dude, he's a freshman. He just shot 45. I go, yeah. He goes, well, where are you going? I shot 38. I like won the Alpena Invitational. And I go, yeah, Lansing Community College on a full ride. And he's like, what? And I was like, yeah, dude. And I could not convince this dad that his son was not going to Arizona State. I was like, he's like, you could have gone somewhere better. I was like, dude, I wrote letters. People didn't even reply to me. What are you talking about? Like, no, like maybe could have gone to D3 or D2, but no, I could not have. That's just not true. It was my favorite. Like, I wish I would have followed up with that kid. Like, oh, he shot 45 at Grayling Country Club. Oh, good.
Yeah, we're gonna do a full documentary expose on where is that kid today.
Yeah, where is
that's
that
just
kid?
it's the perfect illustration of how cut off Northern Michigan is from the outside world.
Yeah, they're like, he's going to Arizona State, dude. He's not going to LCC.
Question: why do you always forget to ask for questions?
Yeah, that is such a great question. That is the best question.
Might be the question of the day.
We were going to record last night. I had a migraine, so we didn't. I forgot last night, and I forgot this morning, and I forgot till 10 minutes before.
We should do this live. We should start doing this podcast live so people can on YouTube chime in with the questions in real time. I mean, they do, but it's, you might not see it.
We're doing that from now on.
Let's do the next one live.
Yeah. Will John Daly ever get into the World Golf Hall of Fame? Mark?
I don't know. I don't know enough about, what the criteria is for that and kind of where he sits relative to that cut.
I mean, he has to. I mean, I don't know either. Hold on. I got to look up his career. I don't know if I know. Okay,
he has what? He has what?
I'm going to say 9
three
wins.
Majors? 3 majors?
I'm going to say 9 wins and 3 majors.
Yeah.
He has 5 wins and 2 majors?
2 majors?
Hold on.
Open Championship, PGA Championship.
Yeah,
right?
That's it. Yeah. I mean, not that's it. Those are, yes. PGA and the Open. Yeah. PGA in 91 and the Open in 95. He has 5 wins. He won the BC Open, the Bell South, and the Buick. I mean, no, I don't think so. He is a World Golf Hall of Fame talent. But I don't think that like 5 wins. That's like 2 majors is great, obviously, but 5 wins, no. I'm going to say no. The debate is always. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't think anybody who has the amount of wins that he has, though, has stretched them farther in terms of celebrity, notoriety,
100%.
And, just how much he's beloved.
I forgot what follower. I wish I knew. Oh, Ty. We were talking about the Champions Tours in Morocco this week. John Van shot 87, by the way, yesterday. 87. And I said, his first reply, Ty's first reply was, you would never know they're in Morocco. Like, you didn't even know the Champions Tour went to Morocco, right? Like, no idea. And then he said, except for this video from a few years ago, and it's Daly and Mark Calcavecchia, and they're supposed to go ride camels. And Calcavecchia and his wife get up, and John's like, nope, fuck no, not getting on there. And he just walks along the side of the camels as Calcavecchia is like bouncing all around and like freaking out. And Daly's like, no, just not going.
That's amazing. All right, here you go. With the PGA potentially creating their own rules instead of following the USGA, what are your thoughts on the ball rollback?
I mean, I think the ball rollback has drastically changed because of Cam Young, right? Like, the dude's playing a rollback ball and is doing nothing. So, like, I don't know if that changes it. More likely,
are they going to have to roll back the rollback?
Yeah. Like, is that more likely to accept it? Because pros go like, oh, Cam's just playing normal golf. I'll just go to his ball, right? Or does it go like, oh, this is just going to kill amateurs, but we'll be fine. We definitely shouldn't do it, right? I mean, Cam's doing fine. Cam's doing fine, so it's like.
Has he been playing that ball all year?
I guess so.
Confirmed that?
Yeah, I guess so. And like, he's having his best year. He's not losing any. Like, he likes it better. He says he can work the ball. It's like less spinning. So it's like, Mark, have you considered finding out what ball he has and play the ball that Cam Young is playing.
Well, I am a free agent.
Yeah,
looking for golf balls.
Yeah, fair.
For my upcoming mini tour events.
Yeah,
I need to go to the store and pick some up. Do you think I can buy Cam Young's ball in the store right now? Probably not.
Yeah.
I would say I have not and would not consider at this point a rolled back golf ball.
Yeah, fair enough.
Would I be very interested to play one and
just to
side by side? Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it's I mean, I guess given what Cam Young's done, imagine what he could do if he wasn't playing with inferior equipment.
Yeah. These guys are good. Andrew asks, are you 14-hour driving caddy in the LPGA? What are you listening to? I was going to drive. Some things have changed. I can't get into. I very literally signed an NDA, but I'm traveling after the LPGA now. And so I'm flying because I'm flying to somewhere else after. Exciting news for Monday Q Info and what's ahead. Will be announced eventually. I know I said it would be announced at some point. I didn't realize at some point was a few months. So we really are getting closer to announcing it. But I do love driving. I do love being in control of when I can leave. That's the biggest thing is like when you fly somewhere, you're stuck at times. Like say Christina misses the cut, I could just go. Instead, you're like, oh, I got a one-way here and one-way there. Or in this case, I have to fly somewhere else and someone else is making my travel arrangements for me. So I'm stuck and then if they buy it early, then they're just going to get it Sunday night in case we make the cut. We're drunk at a bar after we win the ShopRite. Then I'm stuck there. So
summer travel is just not fun.
Yeah.
If you're on the first flight of the day, that's the only time that you're usually on time.
Yeah.
There's no delays and there's no possibility of a delay or a canceled flight, especially right now. But who wants to get up at 4 a.m. to catch that flight? And other than that, you're dealing with storms and it's just not that relaxing of an experience. But Ryan.
Yes.
I want you to riff on Brooks Koepka right now because I haven't seen how he's playing today, but he shot the lowest score of the year yesterday. He does not. Okay.
He hasn't teed off yet.
Okay. But presumably by the end of the day, he'll, at least be close to the top of the leaderboard. What do you make of, was it just long overdue? He said that he's enjoying the grind. What does that mean to you? I just want to put a quarter in the machine, let you cook.
Yeah. I mean, I put, he tees off and he just teed off, it looks like. But also, Jordan, what a leaderboard for the Byron Nelson. Jordan Spieth is leading. Sung Jae is tied for the lead.
Nice.
Brooks will
Prince
be.
And Willie.
Yeah. Brooks will likely be up there. Luke Clanton's playing well. Like, it's got a better leaderboard than the Truist did. I think like people forget that like Brooks was well known coming out of Florida State, but not like, oh, this guy's definitely going to be a stud. I mean, he didn't even get that many exemptions. Missed at second stage. Went to Challenge Tour. Like the Challenge Tour back in those days, Mark. I mean, you were not like this is like the deep. Like this is not a great place in pro golf. It's much better now, but like. These are like not great events, like with not great purses. And he's like doing videos of him riding tuk-tuks and like, dude, he was grinding. And, he said in his press conference, like the fact that he showed up I don't want to give him credit for this because it's what pros should do. But like he has more than enough money and status to not show up and be first alternate at whatever signature event he was at, right? I'm not giving him credit. I'm just saying it's insight into he wants it back, it seems. Like, because again, financially, definitely doesn't need it. Probably doesn't need it for status because he's playing well enough in the thing. Plus he has they gave him his status back anyway, so he can be in non-signature events next year again if he wants or whatever. Like, and so he said it's like fell back in love with the game. Is that live? Is it his own relationship with golf? Is having a kid changed him? No, only Brooks knows, but he's one of the best players in the world when he's at his top. And if he's really working at his game, likely he's going to be a problem. Because I'm not sure he cared much about events like the Byron when he was full-time PGA Tour member. I mean, he said it. He's just like, didn't love it. He loved majors, and that's it. And it showed. And so, yeah, I think if he's truly grinding, it's good for golf. He has seemed to mature from the standpoint of has a better relationship with the media. He's more honest. Like the old Brooks, Liv Brooks, old PGA Tour Brooks would never say shit like, I'm falling back in love with the game. He would just be like, yeah, whatever. He didn't care what you thought. And so he wasn't very insightful with the media. And so, yeah, that's it. I think he's a problem if he's really grinding. He obviously has to figure out the putter, switch back to the Scotty and putt it well yesterday. Mark knows a putter switch always feels good for a couple days, and how it really feels is, 2 weeks from now or a week from now when you don't have a great putting day and it doesn't feel as good as it does in your hands.
There's always the honeymoon phase, and that it's always that first round with a new putter. If you can't make putts that first round with a new putter, that putter is not for you.
Not for you. No one has, very seldom have you walked out of okay, I'm going to change putters in that first round, not be like, I knew this was it. This was it. This is the switch.
Okay. Here you go. I've got to turn this around, and I've got to get to a lesson that I'm giving. But here is where I want to end, unless you have any other good questions that come up. But a friend just texted this to me. Here, give me your thoughts on this. All live players are cleared to return to the PGA Tour, but they have to earn their card via Q School, and their entrance fee is somewhere in the millions. Go.
Okay. Hit me again, Mark. Hit me again. Go again. Hit me again. So
every live player, there's no penalties, there's no suspensions.
Yep.
Everyone can come back, but you have to earn your way back.
Okay.
You can go to Q School this year. You can go right away. You can start going on Mondays.
Yeah.
But your entry fee into Q School is somewhere in the millions. Like, let's say it's $1 million.
Yeah, right. I mean, if there was more spots, everyone does it. There's only 5 spots. But golfers are notoriously arrogant to confident. Like, you wouldn't be out there. I say this all the time. Like, going to a Monday makes no sense. Zero. From a financial perspective. 0 cents. Like, I say this quote all the time. Scott Fawcett from Decade told us, basically you have a 7% chance if you're a good player to get through a Monday, right? So $2,000 for a 7% chance is not it. Yet every Monday has basically a full field. So there will be players who do it. You could make it an entry fee big. Yes, if they had 20 spots, every player would do it. Except maybe some of the veterans, I don't know, Brendan Steele's desire to play, but I could see a Brendan Steele going yeah, I'm good. I've had good career, no problem. I'll wait out my suspension and go from there. Yeah, that's I like that. If they had more spots, that would be a very interesting.
I think it's an interesting proposition for a bunch of reasons, but there are definitely some players that they just wouldn't be able to humble themselves to go back to Q School, right? They would just feel like that is too steep a penalty. But in this scenario, obviously we're talking about if Liv were to go bankrupt or they were to offer, $500,000 purses next year and Liv can carry on endure in a zombie-like fashion.
Yeah.
But I do think it's an interesting thought exercise.
It really is.
Because,
it's very good.
And this was my point in the question coming up now is Brooks talking about the grind.
Yeah.
And majors formerly being what he would get up for and nothing else. He had kind of, mounted the challenge of grinding his way through or up the ladder of pro golf. And now he gets to do it again and he's excited about it. And
yeah.
I think now that other players will be in that position, they'll react differently. Brooks is the kind of guy that wants to get back there. He doesn't want to, his career to end with him playing at the One Flight Myrtle Beach Open. So I'm curious what guys would be interested in that, even if it were, look, Bryson won on Katie Miller's podcast. Without getting too political, that's, talked about Stephen Miller, his favorite food being mayonnaise. That's all he eats, she said. Okay. I mean, he seems kind of lost right now, right?
I think you should go read. I was going to bring this up. I'm glad you brought it up. Kevin Van Valkenburg's article. It's not political. It is about where is Bryson's place as a human being. And it's very, very good from that podcast, not about the political side of just like, this guy seems kind of a lone wolf. Where's his place in golf? And so he would fall into that category of maybe it would like have the same effect that it's had on Brooks. It's like, man, I've missed this. I've been on top of the world forever, gotten what I want. He's gone to live and like done whatever the hell he wants. Is infinite amount of money. Maybe it would be fun to just go play the Myrtle Beach and like work your way up to the thing. Is like Jimmy Carr, comedian, is like, it's not about having nice abs. It's about the work you did to get nice abs, right? He's like, that's where the confidence comes from.
I don't know. It's kind of nice having nice abs.
It is. Well, I wouldn't know. But I'm just happy. Like,
I was just talking
like,
for you.
My belly is smaller than normal, and I feel good about it. But his point is like the journey to the top is much better than just being on the top. So you appreciate it more. So it would be very interesting if, given that proposition, if Bryson he would definitely do it if he could. And would he appreciate it like Brooks seems to be appreciating? All right, I got to go play golf.
That would also be remarkable content.
Who
would not tune in to see Bryson start at the bottom?
Yeah.
And work his way through Q School to get status again. It would be the best YouTube content on the internet by far.
100%. He already does the best. So it's just like the most popular. So like, dude, him at the Myrtle Beach Classic trying to find his way into the Aeon 5 or whatever the fuck it's called to like get there. Great, dude. I'm in. Like, please. Like, it would be amazing. Amazing for the tour. Amazing for everybody involved. Bryson, that's the key. Just take the shittiest status, go to Mondays, and go to it, and get to getting.
And also, Bryson, we like any given Monday gets more downloads than Katie Miller's podcast. Please, you're welcome on here anytime. Okay, you don't need to go slumming on that.
My wife is back again. All right, everybody. I'm going to play golf. Get ready for the BS Open, the 1-person 2-ball scramble. My wife is literally scaling the side of the wall to not get in the picture. And today's the practice round / money game. So Mark's going to give a lesson, then play because he's got to play next week. That's it, Mark. Till next week.
Till next week. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great weekend.
See you.